So you're thinking about applying for a federal job, but you just heard like right now, executive order was just signed that we're in a hiring freeze. So what do you do? A couple of things. First, go ahead and create your profile in USAJobs. Do the search and see what is out there because federal jobs are still available. There's jobs that we have to backfill. Some are essential key roles that need to be filled. And there's also some exemptions that are going to be put into place. Even though there's a hiring freeze, there's still some openings, especially if you're in a career that's super critical. So that's one thing. The next thing is, all right, if you don't find anything, look to see what you can do to market your skills. There's actually different sites that will help you. USA Jobs has training to be able to kind of help you navigate how to do a job search, how to do a resume. I know I have shared a few tips, but these are my own personal experience. So it doesn't hurt to just go ahead and attend a webinar and just update the information. I know I did, so then that way I'm going to share them with you. The next thing is your marketable skills. Understand what they are. Do they need updating? If you are in a field that is more technical and you require certifications, this is an opportunity to get that. I would go ahead and look at free options that are out there, like for Coursera or LinkedIn. They have training that's available that you can do to update your skills. Now, I'm like a YouTube person. I love it. So I do the same thing. I look for stuff in YouTube and just to see what skills are in high demand, especially in federal government. Like right now, think about the government efficiency, the Doge, right? So what can you do to help facilitate that? Think about what costs businesses. Lack of productivity, people that don't show up for work, lack of efficiency. So if you can find a solution and be an entrepreneur within a corporation, organization, even the government, that would be something that would be amazing. So think about, contracting. That's another thing that the government will look into, especially as they draw down on hiring employees. They have to contract out. What are they looking for? Project management. Do you have those skills to be able to manage a project and get things moving? Again, it is about efficiency. The biggest challenge I've seen with projects and even contracts is delays. So if you can get things done and you are that type of person, I would definitely do that. And then if you are more technical, update your software, your application skills, see what you can do to be able to provide value and see what's out there. If you are clinical, still continue to look because that's one of those things that like people do retire and there's going to be openings. So pay attention and see what is available. The next thing is networking. Attend those events. Again, I did mention about USA Jobs and seeing what's out there as far as training, but there's also events. Look for hiring events. And then also look for connecting with different people in LinkedIn. Notice like the different connection levels that you have. See who is in your first connection and who they're connected to. Are they connected to the right people? Join groups that's related to your interests and then engage in conversations. Say hello. It helps to know and then connect with people and kind of like let them know what you're capable of doing. So when the hiring freeze does lift, you are top of mind. And then think about volunteering and internships. If you are a recent grad, look for those. They are available. We have federal internships, right? You can be, like they have those GHAP fellows. They have, I believe it's TFC. I have to double check. But they have those internship that comes from a different pot of money that doesn't come from specifically like general funding for the organization. So maybe that's something you can look into. That's a really great way for recent graduates to go into the government, and start in a position that will utilize your skills and your education and not have to start from the very bottom. And then don't be so proud as to get your foot in the door. I have met entry-level employees that have a master's degree because they just wanted to get into the door. Once you're in, it helps to see where you want to go. Now, if you are like you have a bachelor's or master's degree, you could start career mapping once you're in, and then look for those public, more like external job postings. Internal will basically require you to meet the time and grade, basically the 52 weeks at the previous grade to be able to qualify for the next. Now, if you are, it's an external posting, that means it's open to the public. You can apply for it based on your qualification. And then already being a federal employee, if you get in the door, it's super easy. So again, don't be too proud to apply for something at a lower level, especially entry. Now, if you are looking for a specific job, go ahead and just look at the different agencies. What are they all about? Look at their websites. Sometimes, even if it's a freeze, you can kind of see trends as far as shortages. With clinical, that is a big thing. It is something that it's difficult to fill because it's always more money for people out in the community and the private sector. So trying to go into the government, most people don't look that direction. So think about where you can possibly serve. And then the other thing is, if you actually are a graduate, right, and you decide like there's a hiring freeze, I'm having difficulty finding a job, think about becoming a reservist. Even if you don't have a degree, think about that as a possibility. I am prior active duty military. I got out and I wish I would have stayed in the reserves because that still counts towards federal retirement. Even if you are, that's basically a DOD. Even if you're an active reserve, do your 20 years, you get, like that retirement pot, and then plus be able to do your civilian job and build your skill set. It's just something to do. Now, think about those different things. Now, remember, use this time wisely. Just because there's a freeze doesn't mean you should do the same. Build those skills, network like a pro, stay alert for opportunities, because when the hiring freeze ends, you want to make sure you're ready to move. So keep going. All right. Thank you, and click subscribe, and I will talk to you next time. Bye.